Hey guys, William Mayette, creator of JAZZEDGE. I want to welcome you to episode number 16 of the Confident Improviser Podcast. So today we are going to be going through a 2-5-1 quiz. This is going to be the first of a few different quizzes that we're going to do. So this is quiz number 1, and this is where you're going to be able to quiz yourself to see just how well you know your 2-5-1 progression. As always, this podcast goes along with the Confident Improviser program found at JAZZEDGE. You could find more information and also get the replays back at theconfidentimproviser.com. Okay, so 2-5-1 quiz number 1. So now what we're going to do is I am going to shut off the virtual keyboard and then the overhead just in case you're watching, because I really just want you to listen. So this is going to be a great podcast to listen to in the car. All right, so just as a quick reminder, what our 2-5-1 progression is. If you don't know your 2-5-1 progression, just go back to the previous episode, episode number 15, in which I go through the 2-5-1 demystified. But basically, in the key of C, that would be a D minor 7 to a G7 chord to a C major 7th chord. So D minor 7, G7, C major 7th. That is your 2-5-1 progression. D minor is the 2 chord in the key of C, G7 is the 5 chord, and then C major is the 1 chord. So right now, let's just quiz ourselves to see how well we know our 2-5-1s. So what I'm going to do is we're going to go through a couple of different ways of quizzing you, and then what you might want to do is you might want to be able to pause the video or pause the audio so that you can answer the question before I give you the answer. All right? All right, so first of all, let's start simple. What is a 2-5-1 progression in the key of C? It is D minor 7, G7, C major 7th. What about 2-5-1 in the key of G? What is it? A minor 7, D7, G major 7th. 2-5-1 in the key of B flat. C minor 7th, F7, B flat major. 2-5-1 in the key of A. That would be E minor 7, E7, A major. 2-5-1 in the key of D. That would be E minor 7th, A7, D major 7th. 2-5-1 in the key of G flat. Right? That would be A flat minor 7, D flat 7, G flat major 7th. 2-5-1 in the key of D flat. D as in dog. D flat. What's the 2 chord? E flat minor, then A flat 7 to D flat major 7th. 2-5-1 in the key of E would be what? F sharp minor 7th, B7, E major 7th. 2-5-1 in the key of F would be G minor 7, C7, F major 7th. 2-5-1 in the key of E flat. Key of E flat. That would be F minor 7, B flat 7, E flat major. 2-5-1 in the key of B is C sharp minor, right? F sharp dominant, B major 7th. I think we went through all of them. I don't think that I missed any of them, but that gave you most of them anyway. Notice that what I'm doing is I'm also trying to just go in a random order. I'm not just moving through, the typical, keys around the circle of fourths or around the circle of fifths. And the reason that I'm doing that is because I really want you to be able to know these 2-5-1 progressions and not know them in any particular pattern, okay? All right, so let's do another one now. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the 2 chord. I want you to tell me what the 5 and the 1 is. All right, so if I give you D minor 7th, 5 and 1 is what? G7 to C major. If I give you A minor 7th, 5 is D, 1 is G. If I give you F sharp minor 7th, 5 is B7, 1 is E. If I give you C minor 7th, 5 chord is F, 1 chord is B flat. If I give you F minor 7th, 5 chord is B flat, 1 chord is E flat. If I give you B minor 7th, 5 chord is E7, the 1 chord is A major. If I give you E flat minor 7th, the 5 chord is A flat, the 1 chord is D flat. If I give you C sharp minor, the 5 chord is F sharp, the 1 chord is B natural. Okay? If I give you A flat minor 7, the 5 chord is D flat 7, the 1 chord is G flat. If I give you G minor 7th, the 5 chord is C7, the 1 chord is F. If I give you E minor 7th, the 5 chord is A, the 1 chord is D. And if I give you B flat minor 7th, the 5 chord is E flat, the 1 chord is A flat. Okay? All right, great job. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the 5 chord, okay? And then what I want you to do is fill in what 2, 5, and 1 is. Okay, so I'm going to give you the 5 chord. So I'm going to give you C7 to start. So 2 is G minor 7th, then the C7, and then 1 is F. Okay, so you know the 5 chord is C7, that resolves to my F major. Okay? All right, next one, E7. So the 2 chord is B minor 7, 5 chord is E, the 1 chord is A. What about A7? Well, the 2 chord is E minor, the 5 chord is A, the 1 chord is D. What about F dominant 7th? The 2 chord is C, the 5 chord is F, the 1 chord is B flat. What about E flat 7? So the 2 chord is B flat, the 5 chord is E flat, the 1 chord is A flat. Okay. What about B7? The 2 chord is F sharp minor, the 5 chord is B, the 1 chord is E. What about A flat 7? The 2 chord is E flat, the 5 chord is A flat, the 1 chord is D flat. Okay. What about F sharp 7? The 2 chord is C sharp minor, the 5 chord is F sharp 7, the 1 chord is B major. What about G7? 2 chord is D minor, 5 chord is G7, the 1 chord is C major. D flat 7. The 2 chord is A flat minor, the 5 chord is D flat, the 1 chord is G flat. B flat 7. The 2 chord is F minor, the 5 chord is B flat, the 1 chord is E flat. And then finally, D7. The 2 chord is A minor, the 5 chord is D, the 1 chord is G. Okay? Great job. All right, so now let's just go chromatically. Okay? Let's go chromatically, and we're just going to say what the 2-5-1 is in each key. So it's D minor 7, G7, C major. And then E flat minor 7, A flat 7, D flat major. E minor 7, A7, D major. F minor 7, B flat 7, E flat major. F sharp minor 7, B7, E major. G minor 7, C7, F major. A flat minor 7, D flat 7, G flat major. A minor 7, D7, G major. B flat minor 7, E flat 7, A flat major. B minor 7, E7, A major. C minor 7, F7, B flat major. And finally, C sharp minor, F sharp dominant 7th, B major. So that is all of your 2-5-1 progressions. We've done them in random order. We've gone up by half steps. We've tried just doing, giving you the 2 chord, giving you the 5 chord. Okay, so now if you just listen back to this podcast episode over and over, it really should start to lock in that 2-5-1 progression for you. As always, if you need help, and especially if you're a member of JAZZEDGE, be sure to join me on Thursdays for my Confident Improviser Q&A sessions, all right? So every Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern, the link is right in the site, all right? If you're not a member of JAZZEDGE or would like to learn more, just go back to jazzedge.com. All right, so that's it for this quiz. I'll see you guys in the next episode.